Hi everyone, it's July 16th, 2021, and I'm walking to Barnes & Noble. I need to find some books. Having a weird gift where you can speak transtemporally, you can think transtemporally is like this. I think it explains osmosis. When you buy the book, just touching it, it's the same thing as when you finished reading it, so you're able to pass the data back to the moment alpha of that which is that format, that book. So Janus Point was a good read I haven't even read yet. It's cute though, there's more to be revealed. I do want to read more books. I actually read them. I have to read them in order for that to be established. So the cool thing is osmosis itself, I don't quite have the actual definition of it. I have a different kind. It's just transtemporal and it appears that way. So I'm being corrected by the future. And thank you for doing it live. This was an interactive media which I've been trying to capture, but I had to keep going to unlisted for other reasons. So I want to talk about C, traveling within C, and traveling faster than C within the beam that travels at the speed of C. Given what I believe, given what I know, given this is actual, and yes, I use the word belief because it is an anchor point in that which I call stronghold. Something we absolutely agree is factual. We got a 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? We know math does indeed include the actual answer. But even Niels Bohr said, well, 2 plus 2 doesn't always equal 4. And he couldn't give you the answer why. Why don't we define what each 2 is? Then you understand why it doesn't always equal 4. Because it could be 2 from that machine and 2 from that machine. Because everyone's going to start from their version 0 and or 1, 0 and or 2. I understand that. So we'll have code system for that, which is variable x within the scribe of. It gets so much easier when people actually just apply this all together. The one machine that is transtemporal is going to utilize a world peace machine. In one where we have to work non-top secret. So it's important that you understand that that's literally the highest clearance, is everybody's clear. We get everybody on board, so we don't have a conspiracy theory. Okay? Y'all are the man, the woman, the fuck. You are all the deities. So bless each other, and God bless the animals, please. Don't keep them penned up. Let them have... If you're going to pen up the animal, make sure it's in a glorious mansion of its choice. Let it have the glory that you would have if you were that animal. That's what you do. If you're going to treat guinea pigs or mice or rats or anything like that, you know, like they're going through the maze, dude, make it so that there's a part of you that's even jealous of that animal. That's what you do. And then put your quantum signature in it. That's what you do. Alright, so quantum signature is your spirit. So we have the ability to do that given that thing of experience, but we'll catch up to when that's actually true. Let's talk more about transtemporal communication using C. So we have lights that travel, light travels at C until we all can agree that it changes. But let's just stick with what we know, because I know that that's a lot to take in all at once. Let's say that light travels at C. Well, we have the frequency, how often the frequency, the waves pat against the shore, for lack of a better word. I'll call the target where the light lands on the shore. Think about it like the ocean. So there is a wave that travels almost the speed of C in nu. It's lambda or nu, one of the two. Khan Academy said it was height times length. Wiki said it was length times height. So I don't know which one's which because I don't have a school yet because you guys found me unworthy of it, calling me ex-con. So I couldn't get in there. So it's cool that it's accurate, so just hold on, I want to keep going. Alright, so we have an infrared laser, right? I believe infrared, it just might stand a reason, okay? Because of the dark patch between two rainbows and that just matching exactly where infrared is when you look at the spectrum under the spectroscope. So then I want to look at this. If infrared has a wavelength, a frequency that travels slower than C within the beam that travels at C, then we would be able to pass information up to the future live. And there would be a beam that travels the other way faster than C. I believe that starts in the X's. It could be wrong. It could be ultras. It could be quantum democracy. So let's agree on a bright side. Okay. That's a long story. Alright. I call anything under the rainbow dark, aka ultras. No, anything under the rainbow bright. When you look at the rainbow, the bright side's underneath and the dark side's on top. Well, it's in between the two rainbows and then it goes to the radio section. I could be wrong. It could be the other way around. It could be the other way around. I don't know. Okay, so all I want to say is this. If you have a frequency that's faster than C, witnessable in light, then it'll be the frequency that crosses the divide between each rainbow. It looks like another rainbow. When you look up a triple rainbow, you'll see this. So traveling faster than C, X-rays. The frequency of X-ray, hard, X-ray, soft, I don't know, perhaps, definitely gamma. But we're going to go with X-ray for now, just in case. There might be that the speed of X is actually the regular speed, C, but that the nu actually travels faster than C within the beam. Alright, so we would be able to pass data through the nu. And that's pretty cool too. We would even be able to adjust it so that we could have safer, higher frequencies for the sake of gamma. And that new one I call digamma for the sake of phi. P. What was that other name for it? K-light. Given K, it's like C, but it goes backwards. There's even a wall to show you. Yeah, we're coming from posterity with this data. So when you look at light that way, where dark energy is actually the color dark, not just because we can't see it, but because it's actually dark, then you're witnessing superluminal light. Superluminal light. It would have a shell, the outside, with Cherenkov radiation. It would be blue, and it would be a black laser. It would be the first. And the cool thing is, I have been trying to figure out what these particles would be. I looked up dark, I got to black, and it was like Scion. Like, I was thinking of Skia. Shadow was Scotadion. And then black, or dark, was Moros. And I like Moron. But then I see this video clip in my head from like a movie, it looked like, or a demonstration. I have to assume movie until I can prove it. Where the black beam was beamed down onto a surface, and then a colored beam, format normally white, just for the sake of what was reproduced, metals from the periodic table chosen. And they were as follows: gold, platinum, palladium, silver, copper, I think, I'm not certain. Osmium, iridium, these were used. Rhodium, these were used. For reasons, I don't know. So just know there's more, because they were exotics off the chart yet. It was hard for me to pay attention to it because I didn't believe in it. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm being shown some hallucinogenic movie. I'm sorry, I was that dense. I was literally the doubtingest doubter that ever doubted, and was being shown this and still doubted it. It's literally like an anti-miracle, where you literally show a miracle and the dumbass still doesn't believe it, and it's a pain in the ass. So I literally need you to help me substantiate these claims. What if I'm right? If you're a scientist, this is cool stuff. If you're not, I understand. Maybe it's still cool. We're talking about substantiating matter using a Higgs boson beam, what I've been calling the naked Higgs, which I believe is available in piezoelectric crystals. When electricity is wide enough, even that low of amperage, that even a lightning bolt can do it. So if a lightning bolt can do it, then fulgurites would absolutely have particles of monatomic gold, at least in that vein, given what I'm saying about gold veins. So given what I believe about sprites in a thunderstorm, that is substantiated matter from that which is Higgs boson created, then it gets created up there, and then the electron has to come find it, so then blue jets happen, and I believe that's what's been going on. And then, it's not bad to feel like you're a crystal transcendental person, noting that I am a transgender person and I'm very gay. It doesn't hurt that I'm also a fairy, right? So I'm a sprite, so I get that this works. This was how I did it with science. Become as honest as you possibly can with all things, to the point of it would be seen as honest to a fault, but it's a fruition in place thereof, except that fault can be a fruition if you locate place values known as that even of San Andreas. I do have dreams, so I do want to continue with this. When you become extremely honest, literally to the fault, one will witness that transcendentally, when you're speaking transtemporally, the other time that is also honest will, like a Freudian slip the word back here in time. So rhymes were good, even as children's rhymes. And I'm so glad that only blessings come through, because I've said things that would make you all appalled at my existence. So I did all that simply to make you all note that that's the reason why. Because I said that, your signatures faith, the faith that you have is actually making me that sound like that. So it's cool because now I can say, oh, that's why. It's my karma. The cute thing is, I'm letting my karma be better. I am of that which is moksha. I want to be that which is of nirvana, since blissful awareness is even attained from that which is a day 3 God-given right. So it's not that it causes a stupor. It causes blessed, what I call the churn, disturbing the solvent so that the crystals cannot grow, but then grow monoclinicity anyways. So you would witness a gigantic form of heterogeny in the form of homogeneity, crystalline. It would just be a larger picture of it. That's what goes on. Okay, so when you don't shake the solvent and it's dissolved and it's saturated with whatever amount of balance needed of sugar crystals or salt crystals, just for the simple fact that salt makes cubes. Let's do this easily. Okay, so you have salt water, all right, and it's evaporating, and then a nucleation point is found, and basically the ionic bond that is sodium chloride creates little cubes that we don't see that instantly, well, not instantly, but like a slinky, like a stair-step process, grow into bigger crystal cubes. Now, if we can make a single crystal cube in a churn, meaning a vortex, first of all, what kind of crystal is that? Second of all, it ain't salt. But we get to a point where you have heterogeneous homogeneity. In other words, multi-salts would actually would be that. There's a reason. I'm a court date up ahead, so I have a court date and I have hopes. Just note that the word flew out of my mouth for the good reason. Obvious. Well, not just hope. No, Marco Polo, in truth. Alright, that's a fun journey. So I have a court date up ahead, given up things that I did pre-transition. And the reason I state all that is just to let you know, these are firm facts. Since I am not getting what I needed to get to substantiate, I have to substantiate from any means necessary. So I have a court date for, basically they thought me a career criminal, but apparently they dropped off career. 3 of the charges were ceased to exist because I don't know who the hell, just read the paper and it doesn't match the person, nor the clothes even matching. And then you also have the ones from 19, which were like, I don't know what to say about it. My stuff was stolen. So I'm missing my phone, I'm missing the sunglasses, and my vape. These 3 things disappeared. So I got my wallet back today. No, I never got that wallet back. I had to get new IDs. Okay, so I forgot that. That's the past speaking through me. Alright, what else? The glasses were Ray-Ban. Yeah, they were expensive. Okay, and then there's another note. My vape. Okay, my phone. It wasn't my wallet. It was my phone. My phone, but I had to get new IDs. Was from another time then. This is humbling. So I want to put this stuff out there, but this sucks. My past sucks, okay? I came from a real shitty beginning, but the great thing about it is you won't be able to make it shittier for me. It already happened, so haha, I'm safe. And the gift is, even though I'm safe, what the fuck, guys? I'm human. Any blessing upon me, I'm going to bless upon you. I'm the animals. Any blessing upon the animals comes a bless upon you if you can't bless a fucking transgender girl that just wants to be alive and love somebody. And it's cool that I say all this because, look, I'm already in love with a person I haven't even met yet. So I know that's weird. I say it with strain to let you know I really am. I hold this shit serious. I really do. So I'm really just letting you know. Yeah, ain't nothing crazy going back here. Even though I am a bit like Jules, in that show, Euphoria. Minus the hotel is what I'm saying. Alright, so just note, give me a sec. Alright, so look, I know I speak all kinds of things, different things. I wanted to get on traveling through light faster than light using new, because it's new. They said there's nothing new under the sun. Under the sun is correct. That would be infra. No, that would be ultra, under the sun. So if you look at the rainbow, there's another rainbow above it. The one below the lowest rainbow is all what I call bright side. Because if you look at a rainbow, it's brighter under there for reasons I don't know. I believe it has to do with the wavelengths, gamma, etc. Blessed etc. is unfathomed and unfathomable yet. Given I happen to believe it keeps on going, that we do not have to just give it a lettered significance, an ancient Greek, just for that matter. I do like that E equals mc squared. I do hope that M also equals E c squared, where E equals the shine of any light spectroscopic signature only, and that the other format, dark, is the bedding that the shine lands on. Basically the material for that which is material to manifest on, in the form, the shine of the substance, the license plate, that which is spectroscopically shown. Then we can make tritium beams and actually have a starship. Hallelujah. It would be easy. It's even cute. It's called a Ferm's beam, for focused interferometer radiation for matter substantiation. How cute is that? And that's science. Tell me beyond elegant. Elegant to the power of X, even fractaled. So look, traveling through a beam of light faster than light requires a beam, a frequency that's faster than light. So let's take a look at our candidates. For some dumb reason, we look at X-ray and say, oh, it's because it's so small, it sees the molecules. Well, then why doesn't alpha do that? Okay? Or am I just too ignorant? I don't know. So then I come back down to this, so I guess that the future's just going to work with me even though I'm ignorant. Thank you all. Okay, so this is me at my new ignorant. Because god dang, dude. Alright. Give me a sec. This is so damn good, by the way. Rain Total Body Fuel. The flavor, look at the flavor. White gummy bear. Who does that? It's freaking awesome. I love pineapple. Think about it. Tamarind even. This is really just one of those naked moment videos where I just let you know how I can be off camera. The cute thing is I want you to think about the light that actually goes backwards. Gamma definitely does. At least some shade of it does. There's more than one gamma because there's a delta, there's an epsilon, there's a phi, there is a zeta, there's an omicron, there's an omega light. I call K light omega light, kappa light. Excuse me, I just made a... Excuse me. I realize I'm really pushing it because I start to look like I'm boorish and I'm claiming that it's all mine, aren't I? No. Y'all are speaking through me. I'm the bottom of the causality known as hallelujah. Even me, because everybody's a causality bottom, every human being. Because we all have the same history. We all learn the same story in school. We all learn how we all came up. I want to hear how you did in your stories. I want to know your culture. You're important. You definitely matter. You definitely matter. You might even be the reason that I matter. Okay? So cheers to hope. Cheers to faith. Cheers to love. Cheers to global family. Everybody. Okay? Even this fucktard that I can be. So let's have fun with that. Even Mampy in the computer, not in the me that I am. Which was a lot of fun to talk like that, by the way, as such. Witness little catchers that let me think that I was speaking other languages, and then they would transcendentalate in that format. Other language would line up dimensionally using variable x, 0 and or 1, 0 and or 2, for example, where 0 and or 1 is that of English, and 0 and or 2 is that of Chinese. And there's 0 and or 3, 0 and or 4, where each person has an understanding. You'll find out that even 6 degrees of separation is a pretty damn cool way to play the telephone game transtemporally, and we have a perfect translation. Even putting Google Translate to scratch his head like, hey, I'm on the list. I'll tell you what, yeah, you're on the list now. Alright, so anyways, I feel gamma is really, really good. I definitely think beta even. Just because it's alpha, beta, gamma doesn't necessarily mean that one's more powerful than the other. Sometimes alpha is more powerful than gamma. So we can adjust nu. Just because it's a higher frequency doesn't mean it's a higher power. Just because the note on the violin string is the highest note, it doesn't mean that it plays louder than the other ones. You understand? So there's a way to do this where the nu looks different. Okay? I believe you guys can help me believe it down to X-ray and then believe it down to purple. We have a lot of work to do to be able to do that. You're going to find out we can also do things transcendentally, where you can beam light into a crystal, and the crystal in the past beams too. You might notice when the thing first turns on that it's twinkling. We're passing data from a time that we universally agree on. Probably it will announce itself as this comes from such and such date, and it might be a crystal recording repeat. that we actually just get because it makes a lot of sense to do that. We would never need to worry about weather reports. We would be able to know when the tornado is coming. You would be able to shield your house in advance and then just know not to be there for that day. It's cool. It's good to be able to do this because we would be able to cease death from the record. Even plane flights crashing, even car crashes. I've had it say in my head, don't go out the gate just yet. Hold on a second. And it was little things like that, and more will be revealed. So I just want you all to know this is not just some fanatic person that doesn't know anything. She's got a pretty good idea about light, and it appears that another speaks through me. It appears that we're able to communicate across time because I see her mouth moving, and I see that you're looking up to just let the words speak through. So we do the shiver thing, like I've mentioned a couple times, where if you do that at the same time as me, I'm shivering. You get it? I'm not cold, just it's hot as fuck out here. But just know that our jaws are linking more quantum entangled, so we'd be able to communicate massive amounts of data, even if you hate me. I have a really good feeling that I might be able to turn that around. So, crystals grow. I want to be a seed crystal and like world peace starter kit. How about it? So that's what seed crystal starter kit is, okay? So every person, we're the bottom of a causality. That means you're the promise of what is yet to come, not just the sum of your experience, or your erroneous experience for that matter, given I am not the collection of my crime record. Please take a look at what I have done. Oh, that's right, the promise of what's yet to come. So I need to substantiate my claims, because y'all ain't listening to me unless I win the lottery, apparently. So I really need help. I have numbers, but I don't know when to use them. I've been playing them every game for the past God knows what. And it's kind of funny because when I first played it, I walked past the Lamborghini and a McLaren F1 on the way back. That was the one that I believe is actually made by us. It was literally lambda times mu times nu with respect to technetium and silver for the sake of mirrors, etc. So more will be revealed. I don't know. Oh yeah, in 17. I hope the beach hears one day. It's been a long journey. Again, help me, help you, help us, help them all. Okay.